Hey guys, welcome back to Higurashi. What I believe to be the final video for this specific Higurashi game. June 1983. There has been a series of disappearances in Hinamazawa Village, Tsuchibon City, Essex Prefecture. The suspect is Mian Sanazaki, 1 years old. I believe this is 16 though on Wikipedia though. I don't know. Allegedly, she abducted 5 Hinamazawa residents, Oryu Sanazaki, Shion Sanazaki, Kichiro, Kimiyoshi, Rikafude, and Satoko Hojo, and imprisoned them from June 19th to the 21st. Preliminary investigations on the incident were delayed at the time due to insufficient evidence, but by chance, the case was solved rather abruptly. On the morning of the 22nd, a vehicle patrolling the Sanazaki property heard screams from inside and rushed in as an emergency measure. They secured the suspect's missing younger sister, Shion Sanazaki, and her 2 missing classmates, Kichi Mibera and Reina Ryugu. The suspect fled the scene. We found hair, pieces of skin, and blood of the 4 missing people, Oryu Sanazaki, Kichiro, Kimiyoshi, Rikafude, and Satoko Hojo, in the torture room that was discovered in the basement of the outbuilding on the Sanazaki family property. Supposedly that's where they were killed. We concluded that the victims were tortured in that torture room. However, their remains have still not been found. According to one of her imprisoned classmates, it advised the bodies should be somewhere in the basement of the outbuilding where the torture took place. However, nothing has been uncovered as of yet, including the escape route the suspect took. In addition, investigations continue regarding any possible connection to the series of mysterious deaths in recent years. But no evidence that Mian Sanazaki was involved, either directly or indirectly, has been found. There are still many unclear points as to the motive behind the incident, and as those of the Sanazaki family and the residents of Hinamazawa have been extremely uncooperative in assisting us, we expect to require a long time to clarify them. The opinion of a local officer knowledgeable about the region is that this may have been a lynching, an internal form of punishing sacrilegious acts carried out against the police of Hinamazawa village. It is clear that these incidents are particularly rooted in this region, and the prefectural police department has ordered a cautious investigation. We anticipated gaining valuable clues from the missing person believed to have been imprisoned for the longest time, Shion Sanazaki, the suspect's younger sister. However, the incident has left such serious mental after effects that she has not been in a state of mind to properly answer any questions about what she knows. The psychiatrist had concluded that she is in a temporary state of shock, but as of today, she has yet to show any improvement. I was acting at first. It was just an act to avoid being interrogated by the police. As it turns out, though, fake insanity can become real. You see, I couldn't bear it any longer. I continued to be haunted by the presence of Reina Riku. I talked about it was so close that it could almost touch my back. It wasn't Satoshi-kun, it wasn't an hallucination. It became Shion's ghost. Shion didn't go to heaven after all. She was always by my side instead. Shion didn't like the fact that I was still alive when she wasn't, so she decided to haunt me until she witnessed my death. Every night she whispered to me, telling me to die. I get it. I get it. I shouted at the Shion at my back. Through my mouth, she shouted back at me. It must have looked odd to other people. They think I was arguing with myself. It's not fair. Why are you still living, sis? Die already. You said you died right after you killed me. I'm waiting. I'm so dark and cold, and I swallow. It's cold. It hurts. I get it. Shut up. What exactly do you get, sis? You won't die in the way you want to. You're just running away. You're trying to survive even after you did all those horrible things. You'll never be forgiven. You're cursed. You're destined to die. Shut up, Shion. You're just a ghost, so shut up, sis, you're lousy shit. Fuck off, it's not fair, it's not fair. You and I should always be together, even after death. So me and I'm gonna take you away with me. Meon. Bang, 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 bang. Stomping on the door. Bam, 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 bam. That noise is too loud. It's cracking my ears and my head open. Shion's trying to break in. Ah, shit, alright, Shion, I get it. The perfect way for me to die is to be cursed to death by you, isn't it? But I won't be going so easily. I won't simply disappear. It wouldn't be fair if your beloved was left alive after all. And I went out into the balcony to avoid Shion, who was on the other side of the door. If I jump over the railing to the neighboring apartment, I could reach the fire escape. Eat shit, Shion. I leaned over the railing and jumped to the balcony next door. Then I rushed down the stairs, noiseless as a cat. Shion was too stupid to realize that I escaped. It wouldn't take too long to get to Kichi's house on a motorcycle. Shion must believe that I'm still in that room. She's so stupid. Soon enough, I could see the Naibera mansion. I'd never seen it before, but I heard a great deal about it from Shion. She told me that Kichi's room is on the second floor. I should wake him up through a stone. I threw a couple of stones at the window, and shortly thereafter, the light turned on, the window opened. I saw Kichi there. The moment I saw him, my mind had cooled off for a while. Even from here, I could tell Kichi was running down the stairs. He shut up quickly with a doll in his hand. I felt depressed to see it. It was a doll he felt to give to Shion. It was fair after all, Shion. I'm so jealous, Kichi. I wonder if the doll from Satoshi-kun too. Meon. It's been a while. How are you? Doing alright? Despite the burning acidity within me, I spoke to him calmly. Ah, it's true. My body is controlled by the demon now. Otherwise, I wouldn't be there this late. Are you alright hanging around this place? I really shouldn't be. Anyway, what's wrong? What do you need this hour? I want to talk to you one last time. I feel horribly sleepy, and it's more like fainting due to loss of blood. That's such as proof that the acidity is swallowing me. Well, I can't stay for any longer. Are you alright? Are you not feeling well? I tried so hard until now, but I can tell. I'm done. This is my limit. They're about to come up behind me and take me away. I won't get to decide how I die. She won't allow me to. No wonder I dropped her down the well. It was only her. None of the people I killed chose to die how they did. Considering that debate how I'll die must seem a luxurious concern to the dead. Are you okay? Don't force yourself. Well, that's right. I had something. I'll kill him. Don't kill him. I'll avenge Satoshi-kun's death. I'll avenge his death. This guy is Shion's beloved. I hate her. I'll kill him and teach her a lesson. Eat this shit. While gravity's pull spun around me, I realized I had been stabbed with a knife. I stabbed him with a knife. I made it. I made it in time. I made it before Shion killed me. I got back at her. Take that Shion. Kichi rolled on the ground, clutching his stomach. I've done it. I said when I wanted to kill. Yeah, I did it. I did it. I avenged your death, Satoshi-kun. Don't you let me forward? You shook my head. Yes, this is all a bad dream. After all, I was just in my room like always, suffering from nightmares of Shion. But where was I now? I had been standing on my apartment's fire escape alone. I could still recall that dream. Yes, I stepped out onto the veranda. My front door was still locked, so I had to climb through the veranda again. Whoa. My foot had slipped and then I felt a floating sensation. After that, a sharp, indescribable pain ran through my head. That incredible pain finally cleared the fog away from my nightmare. I just slipped from the fire escape as I tried to return to my balcony, and fell on the roof, just jutting out from the elevator hall 2 or 3 floors down. My room is on the 8th floor. I wasn't expecting to be caught up here. When I fell, my head landed right on the concrete corner, and I could feel both enormous pain and the warm blood dripping out. I felt strangely calm. I couldn't sense the demon, Shion's ghost, or my grudge. I felt just like a baby, and the nothingness brought me peace. All my memories from when I was born and named Mion up until today came to my mind. I recall the memories of the time I spent with my Satoshi Gun, and tears rolled down my cheeks. Where did I go wrong? When in my life did I make the wrong choice? I do know just where and when that was, because Satoshi Gun reminded me. I'll leave. Satoko, do you? Sure, I believe you'll return. I'll be waiting for you. I'll take care of Satoko. I'll wait for you with her. We'll be good girls. You let your precious sister to me and nobody else. I guess I didn't get the significance of what you said, but I'll be fine this time. I love you, Satoshi Gun. Satoko, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. Shut, I'm really sorry. Could I repay your thing with my death? No way, right? That's not how it should be done. I wanted Satoshi Gun to strike my head one more time. I wanted to hear him mumble one more time. I knew it was too much to ask, and so I had no other regrets. That brought an end to my apologies. I rolled over, seeing myself falling to the ground. Head first, I hoped my head would crack open to take me to hell I deserved. I was just a demon. I belonged in hell. Why was I born? Why did this world give birth to me? I shouldn't have been born. I wouldn't have had to suffer if I hadn't been. What was the meaning of my meaningless life? If I wasn't born, nobody would have to suffer. I thank you for treating me kindly, even though I was like this. Thank you for teaching me love, even though I was like this. Even though I was like this, even though. I'm really sorry, everybody. I really am. I'm sorry. If Satoshi Gun could give me another chance, I wouldn't make the same mistake again. Never again. Here comes the ground. Bye. I love you. Yeah. I wish so many times that everything was a dream, so I wrote it down, hoping for it to become true. Dreams and cartoons are often like this. There's a huge stack of sweets. I can't possibly eat them all. I'll try to reach for them, but then somebody wakes me up. This dream has been a tremendously long one. I must have been sleeping for more than a year. Oh, that's right. I ran away from baseball practice. I stepped onto the street when the light was red and got hit by a motorcycle. I've been in a coma since then, but I finally woke up. When I open my eyes, I see a hospital ceiling, and Satoshi Kon looks at me from the bedside. That's a bit too perfect. But it's okay, right? It's okay for it to end that way, right? I'm sorry that I was born. Alright, it's lunchtime. Having to put our desk together. I'm anxious meatballs today. Sounds good. This all man will have some, man. We could champion your desk over. I'm coming. Whoosh. Oh, unfortunately, meatballs are my favorite too. I won't allow you to have any. Unfortunately, I won't let you do that either, Satoko. You have to have some veggies, so I cooked some squash for you. Well, that's harsh, Shion. Well, I hate squash. Why? Don't be so picky about your food. Squash is very nutritious. You're still growing, so you need to think about things like that. As long as I live, I won't let you have an unbalanced diet. Here, guys, have some steamed squash. It's delicious. Munch, munch. Satoko is really sweet. Yeah, it's super good. The balance of flavors is perfect. Satoko, don't eat this. It's too good for you. Excuse me? I don't like your tone. Just try one. Take a bite. See? Isn't it good? Well, isn't so bad. Of course it isn't. I've been working very hard every day to overcome it, just like a squash. Now that it's done with, don't overcome your fear of eggplants, green peppers, and asparagus for the new year. Stop joking. At this rate, I'll transfer to a school in Okonomiya. Come on, I'm in charge of your health, so don't you can ask me to take care of you. I won't let you eat junk food either. Well, I hate you, Shion-san. I hate squash. Appears to be the end. I guess you got a second chance. I don't know. Okay, guys, that is the end of Higurashi. I don't remember which one is this called again. I don't know. This is like the fifth one. For all I know, I don't know much about how the arcs work in this, but I do know that I believe there's 2 more main Higurashi games. From what I've read in the community forum or whatever, there's 2 more main ones after this. And then the other ones are like side stories or something, and one of the side stories has like the final conclusion to the whole series or something. So there is going to be a small handful more Higurashi games. I think they'll be shorter than this one. The next 2 ones are, to this main 2 more next main ones probably be normal length, but I believe the side ones are probably shorter. I'm not sure how it works. However, I'm looking forward to this series being over. Not because I'm not liking it, but it's just I'm really into this series, and I'm to see how it completely finally ends for real. But at this rate, it's going to take a while. We're still waiting for the Yumeneko fighting game they announced way back. So I don't know when the next Yumeneko is in the same series as Higurashi, the same universe, not the same characters or anything, but it's like the same thing. If you guys haven't seen my Yumeneko series, you'll see that it's just like kind of like Higurashi, where people are being killed, and then they refuse to believe that somebody else besides a human could commit it. Like they absolutely refuse that anything magical or anything has anything involved. They believe that there's a human behind it all, kind of like that. Just like kind of like with this, they believe, they're refusing to believe that's a curse. They believe that's a human within the town that's doing it all. It's a pretty interesting series. I'm waiting for the next one to do that for YouTube. Anyways, guys, I want to thank you guys for joining me on this Higurashi. And if you guys want to, as you guys know, I don't really do, even though I probably really should, but I don't. And I never did the tips and tea party in Yumeneko, even though I was supposed to. I didn't know until it was over, though. I don't really do the tips and whatnot. If you guys, that's another reason why you guys should buy this yourselves. After reading this, you guys, go at your own pace, and you probably read words differently than I do. And maybe I'm too slow for you guys. Maybe I'm too fast for you guys. Maybe you guys don't like the way I pronounce words. I don't know. But so you guys should still get this yourselves and then read the tips on your own, because that's another reason not just to watch the videos but also support 7th Expansion and Manga Gamer. But yeah, guys, I will see you guys in my next video, whenever that is. It's slowing down on YouTube lately. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see y'all in my next video.